Hello everybody!
What's up?
It's Jensen and Lindsay here. We got our babies around, but they're doing their own thing right now.
What is Sage? Oh, she's trying to get the piggy I threw in the trash.
We're just chilling. Sage will probably make an appearance. Brooks might make an appearance as well, but we thought we would do a really fun video today because both of us collectively get so many DMs on the daily just about so many things about mom life, whether it's like mom's curious about how we do things, our routines, our schedule with our kids, or just people curious about what being a mom is like. So we asked all of you guys on Instagram to send in your questions. We're gonna answer as many as we can right now and just really dig in. So yeah, and it's fun because we're kind of in different stages of momhood. Like newborn phase, I'm now in the toddler phase, so I feel like we really will have a lot of different answers and insights for you guys. So let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. First question, how do you put Sage to sleep in her bed and get her to stay there all night? So I get a ton of questions about Sage's sleep schedule, about how she sleeps through the night and kind of how we got to do that. Essentially we did sleep training when she was 5 months. We didn't really follow a specific, what were they called?
Like,
program?
Yeah,
like I feel like there's a lot of like sleep training programs out there. We did not follow one. We basically did the cry it out method, which I know a lot of people are very much against, but I am not. So that's what we did and it worked perfectly. We started that, essentially we put her down in her crib, not asleep, we put her down awake and we let her cry it out. First night we let her cry for 5 minutes, then we'd go back in, soothe her, give her her binky, let her cry for 5 minutes, do it again, and we did that for about 45 minutes until we did that for about 45 minutes until she eventually fell asleep on her own, slept through the night. And then we did that the next couple of nights, and after about, I think it was 6 days, we could put her down awake and she would sleep all the way through the night. And she's done that ever since like 5 months old. There, of course, were random nights in there where there were like sleep regressions and maybe she would have like a rough night. But yeah, so that's what we've always done. And now she takes 1 nap a day. And we do the same thing. We put her down, like all I do is I give her her binky, lay her in her bed with her blankie and her bunny, and she goes right to sleep, and same thing at night. So I do think sleep training was really helpful for her to learn how to like self-soothe, because now literally bedtime and nap time is the easiest thing ever. It takes 30 seconds. But yeah, so that's kind of how we did it. But we didn't follow a program just because I feel like programs can be a bit stressful, because if it doesn't go the way the program says, then I feel like you think you failed. So yeah, that's what we do.
So you just did 5 minutes. Did you ever add time?
Yes, so like the first night we did 5-minute increments, then the next night we would do like 10-minute increments.
Oh, okay.
But then it was like, we'd noticed that like the first night it took us like 5 tries to get her to go to sleep. The next night it was like 2 tries, the next night it was like 1 try, and then it just got less and less and less.
So someone said, do you co-sleep or is Brooks in his own bassinet? What works best for you guys? He's a cutie. So for the first little bit, I would say we co-slept. He kind of slept in our bed for the first couple of nights, and then we started putting him in his bassinet. And I think, honestly, that was the game changer. Just having him know, like, when he's in his bassinet, that's when he's sleeping. Because he is a very good sleeper.
Yeah,
I can talk about that more if there's more questions on it. But yeah, right now he's in his bassinet until like 7:30. If he wakes up at 7:30, I'll bring him into bed with me. The baby's
making silly noises.
He's silly. But yeah, so he's in his bassinet to sleep, which is great.
Okay, be soft. Be soft. She's so excited when he opens his eyes.
I know. Oh.
Okay, next question for me. What do you do for self-care as a mom? This is such a good question. Oh. Okay, brief pause. Sorry, we had to get Brooks because Sage was terrorizing him. Trying to be nice, but a little too aggressive.
Trying to play.
Be careful, Sagey. Okay, sorry. Go back to that question. So, what do you do for self-care as a mom? This is a really tough one, but it's so important. And this is what works for me. So for me, my self-care happens when Sage is sleeping. My favorite time of the day is right after I put her down to sleep at night for bedtime.
What's your favorite time of the day?
It really is.
I love it.
Wait, is it not? Is that rude?
No, it's not rude. I understand that.
Like, I thought it was terrible. I love playing with her.
No, it was just
But
funny.
it's a nice time of day. Put her down for bed, and then this is what I do. I go and put my comfy bra and underwear on. We've got to talk about what that is because I'm telling you that, like, you need this.
You need it.
I feel like before I was a mom, I really didn't even think about underwear at all. Like, I literally don't ever think I cared as much about the types of underwear that I put on my body.
Yeah.
I am like,
level.
yes, the comfort level and like the accessibility if you're breastfeeding or if you're like postpartum. But I just like never really cared. And now I am so picky about the bras and underwears that I wear. Bra and underwear that I wear. And we are obsessed with MeUndies. I just recently got a new shipment from MeUndies, which is the most incredible brand for underwear specifically. They have the softest of the soft fabric.
So
like,
soft.
Not kidding you, it is the softest thing you'll ever put on your body. And when I say that comfortable underwear, comfortable bras really do change your mood. Like for me, when I put them on, I relax, I feel comfortable, I feel cute. Like that's the thing too, is they're really comfy, but I also still feel like really cute and sexy, which is fun as a mom because you don't get to feel that way very often. But we are just in love, and they have so many good varieties. They also have loungewear. They have stuff for your dog, which is so fun. Did you know that?
No.
You need to order some stuff for Ace.
Ace, you want some
Yes,
undies?
like
I'm just kidding.
They have like little handkerchiefs, but they also have like matching loungewear, but I am just obsessed with the underwear.
Yeah.
You like them as well.
No, and it's been so nice like to have postpartum because you don't realize, I mean, first I have to wear breast pads so I don't leak.
Yeah.
And so these bras, I'll show you,
These ones are so good. They're a little bit more full
me think of
coverage
this,
for breastfeeding and for postpartum, which is amazing.
These are the fill-free sheared center front. These are the bralettes.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome because I can literally pull down, feed my little baby. And then also underwear.
Yes.
TMI, but I'm still bleeding a little bit, so I have to wear a pad. And these are and they're cute. Like I feel cute. I feel like I'm not wearing like granny panties.
But they
wearing,
have
like cute underwear.
Yeah.
I don't
And they
know.
have like variety, meaning like they have different cuts. So they've got like the hip huggers, they've got the cheeky, they've got the bikini, and they've got thongs. So it's like you really can get the coverage that works best for you. Okay, so like I said though, they have the softest fabric. It is a micro modal fabric and it's softer than soft. They also are really inclusive in their sizing with sizes from extra small all the way up to 4XL, which we love.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of their products are ethically sourced and sustainable. There's also free US shipping and returns, which just makes it super easy and convenient. So
awesome.
We absolutely love MeUndies.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to try them out, click the link below in our description and you're gonna get 20% off. I promise you will not regret trying out these incredible products. You will love them and your booty will thank us later.
Yes.
So I guess the rest of my self-care is get into comfy underwear, get in a comfy outfit, take a nice shower, like that always helps.
Showers are the best.
And then honestly, I love to just like sit down, watch my show, scroll on my phone, like just like chill and really just like settle from the day.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, it's really hard for me because nighttime is easier because I feel like it's natural to not do anything at nighttime, but I will say I'm really bad at relaxing during nap time, which I need to get better at. Like putting her down for a nap and not feeling like I just have to do a million chores, and sometimes like maybe one day a week just sitting and chilling and taking time for myself. So I definitely need to be better at it, but I'm trying.
Hey, you're trying.
Okay, gents, what you got?
Okay. Oh, you okay? No.
No.
Okay, so this I feel like we could both answer just because it's different probably.
Yeah.
Just with like newborns and toddlers. So the question is, what does your daytime feed, wake, sleep look like going to get Brooke's level of sleep at night? Trying to get Brooke's level of sleep at night. I struggle. But okay, so the hard thing with newborns is they kind of just sleep whenever. And I feel like that's what Brooks does. I don't have like sleep times or wake times. I just kind of let him do his thing. But feeding during the day, he's pretty spot on every 2 hours he is wanting to eat. So he'll wake up for that. So I usually just like change his diaper, feed him. Sometimes he'll stay awake for like 20 minutes and go to sleep. Other times he just goes straight to sleep after I feed him. At night, I just let him wake up when he's hungry. I don't try to wake him up every 2 hours. I just let him wake up when he's hungry. So that's pretty much what we do. I feel like with newborns, you can't really have this crazy schedule.
No,
you kind of just have to.
Well, and they'll just make their own schedule naturally.
Yeah.
Okay, our day-to-day schedule is pretty consistent, actually. Yeah. Oh, he's spilled. Oh my gosh.
Mom life is coming
Sage
in
just
hard.
spilled her water all over herself. But we're just gonna let it ride. It's fine. Day to day with Sage, she wakes up. Okay, let's start with bedtime. She goes to bed like between 8:30 and 9. Wakes up between 8 and 9. She usually gets about 12 hours. Then she goes down about 12:30 or 1, takes like a 3-hour nap, and then so she just takes her one nap. She eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the regular times, and then just snacks in between.
How did you get Brooks to sleep so well at night at 6 weeks? So honestly, I think what helped, like just some tips, and I don't know, maybe he's just a good baby and he likes his sleep, but I think that the way I'm so on top of feeding him during the day, I think he's like really full by the time he goes to bed at night, that he's just like full and he's happy. Also, I saw this thing, and I think a lot of people will disagree, but to only swaddle him when he's about to go to bed, so he knows the difference between like nighttime and daytime. I'll like have his blankie and like wrap him in his blankie, but like I will only swaddle him tightly right before he goes to bed. And I feel like that can I don't know, I feel like he can kind of tell that like
That means it's bedtime.
that means it's bedtime.
Yeah.
And then maybe too, like being in his bassinet too is another thing, but I don't know. I literally at night, ever since we came home from the hospital, the first couple weeks were rough because it was just rough, but I would only feed him when he would wake up. Like I wouldn't try and wake him up. Like I wanted him to like build a good sleeping pattern of learning how to sleep longer than 2 hours. And he did, which is great. And I don't mind feeding him every 2 hours during the day because I'm with him all day, so it's no biggie.
Sage, I wish you guys could watch her. We need to attach a camera to her all day.
We need a time lapse.
Okay, I got one. This person says, do you low-key wish you would have been pregnant at the same time as your sisters? Yes, 100%.
Could you imagine?
I know, I honestly can't. Here's the thing. I don't wish we would have been that as close as like you and Bryn.
Yeah.
But like my dream, like I like had it prepared. I was gonna get pregnant the last couple months of your guys' pregnancy, and we were gonna go, I was gonna take a picture with you two and be like, this is the only time we'll have a picture of all sisters pregnant at the same time. Like I had it in my mind.
Dang.
But I didn't get pregnant.
But we've got many more times.
Yeah, we'll try again. I'm sure it'll happen again. But it is pretty cool. But I think it maybe would have been a little too crazy to have 3 newborns like that close in age.
We were at my mom's house yesterday
For dinner,
and it was the first time we had
all 3.
All 3, and it was just like insane. Like the table scenario, the feeding, like it's just different, but it's so fun. It's crazy.
It is so fun.
Okay, are you breastfeeding? Yes, I'm breastfeeding. It's going good. He's really good at it. And then also, do you still pump at night if he's sleeping so well? So no, I didn't pump, and I was kind of nervous about it. But I think I'm now, like my boobs are now used to it, which is great. Okay, what breastfeeding tips can you give? Drink a lot of water, because I think that can help with your supply. Eat a good amount of food. Make sure you're like, because I feel like as a mom you don't eat as much because you're just like tired or feeding somebody, so you don't eat. So make sure you're eating, and then smush your boob like a football.
Yeah, that helps. That helps too. Getting them to latch.
And then make sure their tongue is down, because Brooks sometimes will go like this and my nipple will go underneath his tongue. And it doesn't hurt, but he just doesn't get anything. So
yeah,
there you go.
Okay. Does Sage ever throw tantrums? If so, how do you get her to stop / calm down? Yeah, she throws tantrums all the time. I feel like just in this last month, she's really started to like throw them more often, and it sucks. It's hard, especially like when you're out in public or around other people. And I feel like I handle it differently in different situations. So if we're out in public, like let's say we're at dinner or we're playing somewhere and she throws a tantrum, I always just try to like remove her from the situation. So I'll pick her up, make her leave, get her to calm down and kind of forget what she was throwing her tantrum about, and then we'll enter the situation again and try to like distract her with something else. She's definitely too young. She's looking at me like, what are you doing, Mom? Hi, I'm talking about you. But I love you. It's like she's honestly just a little bit too young to like get mad at her and discipline her. If we say no, if we raise our voice at her, she just gets really scared and upset. So I think she understands the word no, but it's hard to discipline, if that makes sense at this moment. So really just try to remove her from the situation. But when I'm at home and she throws a tantrum, honestly, I just ignore it, because I feel like the more attention I give her, the longer she throws that tantrum for. But it's hard to ignore a tantrum when you're out in public, because then I just feel like, I don't know.
Which is so, because it's like...
It's just uncomfortable, because you feel like as the mom, you're responsible for like not letting her do that. So I'm not as good at ignoring it in public. But at home, that's what I do. She throws a tantrum, I just ignore her, and eventually, oh, she's got the poop onesie again. But yeah, so I would say like if you're at home, the biggest thing for us is I just ignore it, and eventually she's like, okay. And she really will just forget what she's even mad about.
Yeah.
This one's fun. Did any of you share the baby's names with your family before birth? Yes, we all did.
Yeah, we all knew.
We all knew Jensen's baby, or we all knew Brooks's name by like what, 2 months in, 3 months in? She was the earliest.
Yeah.
Brinley told us Quincy's name like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
But we knew she liked the name. We just didn't know which one she was gonna pick. We had told people Sage's name, but we really did not officially pick it until she was born. But like you guys knew it was on your radar.
Yeah.
But we never said to you guys like this is the name.
This.
Yeah.
And that's how we were.
Yeah.
But we did surprise my family with his middle name, which is my dad's name. So that was pretty sweet.
Because you guys had that planned already.
We had it planned, yeah, but we didn't want to tell anybody until we like announced it and he was here.
That's so
that
cute.
was fun. Hey, somebody asked, when am I gonna try for baby number 2? You guys, that's not even a thought in my head. I'm content with this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way. Not right now. But we'll have more babies, just... I don't know. I've been thinking like how far I want to spread them apart. I don't know. I feel like 2.5 years maybe? I don't know, but I'm not even thinking about that, you guys.
It's hard to know because
so
time
crazy.
flies. Like I always said that I wanted to have my kids 2 years apart, but that would have meant, I mean, I guess if I had gotten pregnant when I started trying, then they would have been 2 years apart.
Yeah.
Sage,
yeah.
If I got pregnant in January, they would literally be almost exactly 2 years apart. That would have been so weird.
So weird.
So weird, but it would have been fun. Like I know people just make it work, so. Okay. Are you going to limit sweets and sugar in the house? So here's the thing. At our house, we don't really have a lot of sugar and sweets like readily available. And if we do, Sage wants it 100%. So we definitely don't like give Sage sweets and sugar all the time, but I'm also not super stickler on her having it. It's a little bit harder because when she goes to grandma's house, my mom has literally like jars of candy, like big jars of like fresh made like cookies and sweets and treats, and Sage is like, she will not want it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
as soon as we get to grandma's house, she's like,
too visible.
Yes, but I'm not really too worried about it. I feel like the more attention you bring to it, the more they're gonna want to do it.
Or if you deprive them of it, it's gonna be like a battle.
Yeah. The good thing is Sage eats literally everything. So yeah, she'll eat sweets every once in a while, but then she also will eat her whole entire plate of dinner. So I'm not too worried about it.
Okay, somebody asked, do you sometimes feel overwhelmed? And I feel like that's a word I can describe postpartum. You're overwhelmed with like everything, whether it's like so much love, sadness, you're just kind of like overwhelmed because everything is kind of new.
Yeah.
So I have definitely been overwhelmed, but I feel like first it is so nice I have Topher to help me. I have sisters, my mom that help, but I like if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, just set them down and like take a couple deep breaths and just like, or hand them to your husband, or if you don't have, somebody, just set them down, take a couple deep breaths. But it's totally normal to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like I cried to Lindsay the other day because I was so overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's a thing and it won't stop, unfortunately. No. It just changes. But that's just what life is, I think, as a mom. You're just gonna feel overwhelmed all the time. Yeah. But it's really just the pressure you put on yourself, so you don't really need to do that.
You don't need to do that.
Okay, are you guys gonna film a new intro since the new babies are here? Yes!
Yes, it's already planned.
Yes, well, is it?
Oh.
It's gonna happen. We need to figure it out more in depth. But yes, we've been waiting. We know you guys want a new one, but we're like, why would we do it until we had the babies here?
Both of them, yeah.
So it is coming. You just wait. That is the end of our little mom Q&A.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed this. We definitely didn't get to all your questions, so maybe we'll have to do this again.
Part 2 or something.
Don't forget to use the link in our description to get 20% off your MeUndies order. Definitely go check it out. We promise you will love them. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.